5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quiet on the set. All right, quiet on the set.
How you doing, love?
Okay.
What's a dog say? Rough. I think Karen's feeling a little bit rough this morning. She had what I had on, I guess, Friday night, Saturday morning? So, hopefully it won't be quite as bad for you. Sadly, leaving Shaw's Motel, Shaw's Cottages. Robbie Shaw, Dustin, thank you very much. Truthfully, I say this last year, and I've said it this time. If you ever get the PEI, you got to try and stay at Shaw's. The total package, right, love? Very dog friendly, hunter friendly, gun friendly. Let's see if the sign's lit up. I don't see any lights on the sign. Nope, she's not lit up. I can't really see. Is anything coming that way?
Nope.
All right, thank you. Yep. Anyway, sign's not on right now. It's located right here. Does it help me pronounce love? Barrack Bay?
Berkeley Beach?
Berkeley Bay. Berkeley Beach. We could hear the ocean quite often, couldn't we? So, it is, we're a little bit late. We said 6 o'clock. We're on the road at 6:40. But we're showered and feeling good. Where are we making it to, love? What are you thinking? At least Hartford?
Yeah, I think so.
We're stopping at Bob's?
Bob's?
Yeah, Bob's Clam Hut. Come on. No?
I don't know. I guess we'll see how we do.
You haven't decided yet?
No.
If you're hungry? We got to find some Tim Hortons. I know that. Fellow brought it out in the field yesterday. Hit the spot. We're going to have to get some fuel. 338 to empty. Now we're only down to 19 and a half miles to the gallon with all the truck idling and sitting around. We arrived in the rain and we're leaving in the rain. But I think it's coming from the south. I think the more west we go, I think would be good. What do you think?
Yeah.
Anything you'd like to say, love?
No, just thanks for getting us here safe. And
Oh, you're thanking me.
Yeah, we'll get home safe.
Geoff, Judy, and the rest of the boys, thank you very much for your efforts.
Yes, thanks, Judy and Jeff.
Yeah, man, they made us out of... Oh, there was a skunk.
No, I missed it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
I've still never seen one in the wild.
I'll turn around and go back?
No.
He was sitting there in the grass. Looked like he was semi-thinking about coming across. I'm going to make the turn here.
Are we going to get fuel?
No, we're good. We can get on the other side for sure. Oops, bow's falling off. No, we'll be good. We'll be good for a little bit. Yeah, me and Sue, Jeff and Judy, look at the bus right there, very hospitable, as well as everybody else we've run into, right? I don't think we've had a negative experience. Have we, in the last 2 years, last 2 Octobers, have we had a negative experience here on the island?
Not at all.
No, I haven't even gotten like a warning ticket or anything. Right?
Nope.
I just jinxed myself, right? We'll do something when we get up there, but I guess the only thing, the funny thing is they let you get on the island for free, but it costs $56 to... 56? I think it's 56.
Oh my God.
It's 50 something. 54.
Well, you said it was 15.
No, hell no. 15. That's what it costs to get across the GW.
That's crazy.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Oh, I thought you remember that from last year.
No.
I think it's $56. Now, that's Canadian. So, my math is not good, but it would probably end up being like $44 for us, $45. No, yeah, about that, I guess. I don't know. Lots of dots on the map. We went this way quite often. sadly, I can't say sadly because we have good things to do. It's always good to get home too, right?
Yes.
Hopefully, Friday, Saturday we'll get out. See if you're off till next Wednesday, so Friday, Saturday we'll see if we can get Bri out to retrieve a scoter. And it's good stuff. Still gotta go pick up the world's largest duck boat. Are we coming down to close to the wire on that, love?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh my goodness. All right. I guess we can end it two ways. We can end it as a continuation because there's more to come. I think that's the way I want to do it. Or we can just end it. I'm just getting my bearings here. The light's bright.
Yes.
It's good. Our traffic circle's coming up. What?
Wrap it up.
Wrap her up. All right. Southbound and down in a drizzle. It is 51 degrees. It's been like that. It's been mild the whole time, really.
Yeah.
This morning was the first. There's a skunk for you. Smell. This morning's the first time I walked out that it actually felt breezy. So, all right, in the traffic circle, as always, thinking of you. We and Karen and all the dogs are. Thank you, PEI. Woo! Leaving PEI. I was wrong. It wasn't $56. It was $47. I think the prices went down since we did last. All right, love, let's go. Once again, we are leaving PEI. We stopped right before the bridge. Got our Tim Hortons. This is, I say it, I've said it, this is the longest bridge in the world over ice-covered water. And I had to apologize to Karen. I said it was $56 to get off. They let you get off for free. You had to pay to get off. It was only $47, so I think it went down since the last time we've been here. But headed south we are. We're not doing this trip in 21 hours, are we, love? We're going to stop tonight?
Yeah.
All right. Sea ducks in Maryland once we get home. As always, thinking of you, we are. Boom. Maybe look out the window real quick here. Thank you, love, for your awesome camera work. Oh, all right, there we go. We're good. Westbound we are in New Brunswick. Karen doesn't want to talk. She says, love, what day is it? 15th? October 15th. Shaking her head, yes. She says she doesn't sound good. I'm not 100% myself. And then she says, don't do that. Well, I'm not 100%, love. She's making all kinds of weird faces. She says Christ quite a bit. She just said Christ. She says, that sounds horrible. I don't know about all that, but we are westbound. Kind of, we arrived and crossed the border into New Brunswick into PEI in rain. And it rained pretty. Actually, got the truck loaded early this morning at Shaw's there. And felt very fortunate that we got loaded before the rain actually started. And we wanted to leave. There she's coughing. We wanted to leave at 6, and I don't really think it was more than I don't know, 6:40 or so. We were out on the main road, so a little bit behind, but no worries, no rush. Taking our time. I'm not sure we're doing the 17-plus hour drive continuously. Although I do have to say, Karen had her phone pulled up here for me, and it was saying 15 hours, and I said, well, where's that to? And she says, that's home. I'm like, kind of planted the seed, but you know, we're taking our time, just seeing how it goes. Made it across the Confederation Bridge. I say it often, the longest bridge in the world over ice-covered water. There's another Tim Hortons, love. And I owed Karen an apology because I was saying it's $56 to get. They let you get on for free, and you pay dearly to get off. And speaking of deer, there are no deer on PEI, but you pay dearly to get off. I thought it was $56, and I had to check with Jeff with a G, because it was in the 50s. I know. I've got a receipt from last year, so I'm sure I can figure it out. But it was only $47, so I say only, but it was $47. Made it across. Then we had all the moose sign to be careful of. Still haven't seen a moose in much. Way back in the day, Northern Ontario, I did see one, but with Karen, definitely have not seen one. And just making our way along. Observation is that just across the Northumberland Strait from PEI to New Brunswick leaves are definitely much more in the mode of changeover than what it was at PEI, for whatever reason. I did see a map the other day. Karen's coughing again. I did see a map the other day on TV there, and they were showing kind of like the leaf forecast, and it was kind of angled like northwest to southeast. So to what stage everything was in. So let's see. I gotta get over here, and they're letting me over. Little road construction going on up here. Karen just put the phone back up, so I guess she's got Bangor plugged in. We're 4 hours away. We do have to cross the border. Hopefully that won't be a issue. Usually going back across it's much quicker than coming over. And last year, kind of a smile and exchanged a couple words and looked at the passports, and he's like, "Have a good day." We rocked and rolled. So as I say that, Karen's looking to see where our passports are. But to recap, man, it was an awesome 7 days. The journey was not a bad one to get up in one trip, one driving. Besides that, we just wanted to get there. And I actually woke up this morning at 3. And a week ago, 3 a.m. on Tuesday was pretty much the time that I was just shutting it down. So, but awesome week. Today was the first day when we walked out that, although the temperature wasn't much different, at least there was some wind and a little bit of drizzle. I was under the weather a little bit Friday night into Saturday morning. And Saturday morning it was a pretty strong, Friday afternoon into Saturday was a pretty strong east wind. And it rained pretty good on Saturday, and I elected to stay in bed, which it sounds like, truthfully, pretty much everybody else did too. I did get one video text of somebody's truck stuck and getting pulled out, but them young fellas, the youngers, they all went out. Us oldies, not oldies. I can't say oldies. That's horrible, because that's like when Karen and I say oldies, what's that? Like, it's like 80 years and plus, right? Yeah, so I can't say oldies. How about the olders? The olders, not elders, but the olders elected to take a pass that morning on Saturday. But actually, I feel better. Karen did. About a day later, she kind of woke up, maybe feeling my effects. All right, so this is where I got to turn right, love. This is last year where we did not. And we stayed on. And we. She's talking. And we stayed on the 2 when I was looking for the 1. I don't know. We're talking, yakking. Had to go down and do one of those illegal U-turns in the. So actually, looking at this, love, I think I do remember saying, "Uh-oh," like we were in the right lane, and I was like, "Uh-oh, we should have been over there." Still, the sun popped out, but it went back in, and it's still kind of overcast or foggy, if you want to say. But this is just pretty country. This Route 1 from, it's not the Route 1, the U.S. Route 1, like where we come from, Key West to Maine. But it's Route 1 that cuts you across. Bay of Fundy's all to our left, and this will run you up into St. John. and then on to St. Andrew, the crossover, and then we're in Maine. So just kind of that's pretty looking, isn't it, love? Yeah. Not much red in those, but nice, kind of the yellow against all the green. I guess they're some type of a fir or spruce tree, the green ones, and the yellow looked to be like a birch tree, I would guess, if I had to guess. But a great week again. Congratulations, Jeff with a G. And he said of Sawyer, his 1-year-old yellow female that was enjoying some time with our pups. She actually found he had shot 3 mallards this morning in the rain, the drizzle. And the one that he could not find, she found. And guess what? It had a leg band. So congratulations, Jeff. Man, excuse me. I don't have a cough button, so. But boogieing right along, I do have to say that the kilometers on my speedometer, and they're really, really small. I think that would be my excuse if we got pulled over. It's like I just can't really see the kilometers on my speedo. I suppose if you keep her under 120, you're good to go. And I'd say 120 is about 70, 72, 73 miles an hour, something like that. But kind of coming up with a plan for the rest of this week. Karen's off till next Wednesday, so she's still on vacation, so I'm happy for her on that. We've already talked about our plans for next October. We need to put that into motion real quick too, for her work, as well as Shaw's. Talked to Robbie before we left, so we should be good to go there. I talked to Jeff and Judy and everyone else, and I think probably even if we didn't go gunning, we'd be happy to be there. Although the waterfowl opportunity is pretty cool there. Now coming up on some trees, the yellow is turning to orange with a little bit of red here and there. So yeah, we got the plan, kicked the plan into gear for next year, and then for the rest of this week, duck season's open in Maryland until Saturday. This is Tuesday. If it was nice today, if it was not raining at PEI, we definitely would have stayed the rest of the day and got to bed a little bit early and tried to leave like that midnight 1 o'clock kind of thing. But such as it is, it was raining, so we did not. And making our way back to Maryland. The rest, again, ducks open last Saturday to this Saturday. So there is a spot. I know a spot we should be able to get a surf scoter, maybe a black scoter too, but I think surf scoter for sure. So we want to try to kick Rye into gear. Karen's excited about that. I'm very excited about that. And the boat that she will be jumping off of is not at the moment. It's not the world's largest duck boat. So we got 1 and 1A. I guess 1. They're probably interchangeable. I don't know which one's more important at the moment. On a timeline, I guess the Rye and the Scoter, Rye and some duck hunting is probably 1, and then 1A is got to catch up with Gary Straw at Loadmaster Trailer, as well as Steve Hoover. They texted them both yesterday, so I think we're all on the same page. But Steve needs a trailer to put the boat on the trailer before he can put the motor on, and basically I think that's holding Steve up. And talking with Gary, he's looking to do his production schedule to finish the trailer up, and he was asking me my thoughts on when I was going to get out there. So I think probably Sunday night, early Monday morning, I think we will be headed. I'll be headed. I guess you're off though, Lo. I don't know if we could pull it off in time. I had to think about it. You're off on Wednesday. I was talking about, if we try to go get the boat on Monday, if you would go with me, or I'm going solo. I thought you had to work. You go back to. She works Wednesday, so you're off till Tuesday. I'm sorry. All right, so that won't work. So I guess I'll be going by myself. If it was 100% done, we could do the quick turnaround. that wouldn't be an issue. It's only 8.
Sunday.
What's that now?
Unless we go Sunday, and then we get up Monday morning.
Yeah. Yeah, just have to wait and see exactly how everybody's schedule falls into place. But so that's 1 and 1A. And so this Saturday, the following Saturday, and then the third Saturday is actually November 2nd, and that'll be my first official Scoter trip. So hopefully the ocean lays down. Usually the trend has been the past couple of years is that in early November it is windy. So we'll see how that all works out. But that's kind of what's on my mind. Wanting to get home safely. Wanting to stop at Bob's Clam Hut. Karen didn't hear that, I don't think. We're in Atlantic time zone, so it's only 9:12, but across the border we'll lose an hour, so it'll be an hour later, and I think we're on target roughly like 2 o'clock, 2:15, somewhere in there. I don't have Bob's pulled up right this minute, still looking at Bangor, but we're gonna make our attempt to enjoy some clam bellies, get them in my belly. So not clam strips, the entire clam, so much like an oyster from where we're from. If we do single fried oysters, these would be like kind of very similar to like single fried clam, but they call them clam bellies. And Karen, she just goes with the flow with me, but I love Lillian style. And just a really nice, I don't know what the difference in the batter is, but it's just a really light, crispy, crunchy batter. So even though Karen called where she's from, they call clams pippies and bait, the clam bellies do taste pretty good. We could try something different, love. No, she's just making some kind of a noise. You gonna try something different?
In what way?
At Bob's.
Oh,
Get the what was that?
scallops.
Yeah, scallops would be good. What was the one that was kind of like the it was like a sampler? Yeah, but what they call it? It was something and then something junior. I can't remember. Seafood, yeah. Anyway, I could almost try to go like a lobster roll. I enjoyed them on the boat that last year. Yeah. I don't know. Too much goodness there to choose from. Yeah, the fog just doesn't want to lift. I attempted to put my sunglasses on and then it got foggy again, so rolling. Karen's looking at the phone. Yeah, that's all the Bay of Fundy right there. So if you're halfway interested, open up your phone or computer, pull up Google Maps and look for Route 1. New Brunswick, Route 1 that we're heading southwest actually, to St. John, and the Bay of Fundy is all to our left. So it's been has been many years on down, closer to the border for sure. St. George, yeah, that's it, St. George. The little town of St. George was took advantage 2 different years of the February eider season. So they have like a 25-day sea duck season, pretty much just eider there. I don't think I ever have seen a scoter there the 2 times, but plenty of eider. And Karen's blocking my mirror. I guess I'm clear. Prime eider. So I have had a chance to gun the Bay of Fundy. And the interesting story I like to tell about this always is the area that we were in. The tide change was 35 feet, and ran over to an island, and we actually hopped on the public ferry. Takes you across, and well, that's pretty, isn't it? That looks nice. Just big kind of open valley with just all kinds of yellow to orange intermixed with all the fir or the spruce. Very pretty. Maritime big sky country we're in. That's what I'll call it. But the tide, and actually asked the ferry driver. He said that the tide when we were there was 35 feet, and it's 6 feet an hour. So you're sitting there on a beach in the rocks, and usually try to hunt the incoming tide, and you're just pulling the decoys with you. 2 lines of decoys. You just pull them as you kind of, as the water keeps getting higher and you're moving back. You just pull the decoys with you and go. But you can actually see as you're sitting there at your feet, you can see the water moving. It's a pretty cool experience. And the other thing is the basically where you would drive on the ferry. When the ferry's not there, it kind of turns into a massive boat ramp. So that's the way we launched the boats there was using the ferry ramp, if you will. The concrete went down in. For the ferry. So that's kind of cool. That's coming up on our left or on my south. So I bet you that's probably 130 kilometers. So about 85 miles, something like that. But here comes the low ceiling again. Won't call it a fog. I'll say a low ceiling. We may need to stop and get another Tim Hortons. I'm not sure. Definitely need to stop and get some diesel fuel. But that's about all I got. Rolling, headed westward to head south. And if for nothing else, rambling to myself helps keep me awake. If you ever get a chance to be up this way, I strongly suggest grab your passport, get on into New Brunswick, and head on over to PEI, especially in the fall here. It is a beautiful, beautiful stretch of land. Karen, here's a question for you, and I'm not going to put the microphone over to her. But so, like when we come across the border, do you feel like we're in a different country? You know what I mean? Nah, just like when in New Brunswick, there's a deer. And I want to segue back to that deer. No, but like when we came across the border, I mean, you know, the woman was kind of a little stern to us, Gestapo-esque. She was really. But I mean, other than that, do you feel like you're in Canada? I mean, or a different country, not in the U.S. The only thing I really see different, especially it's just everywhere, is fuel prices. They sell it by the liter, not the gallon. So, you know, like $1.14 a liter, $1.29 a liter, that kind of stuff. You see those quite a bit at the service stations. That makes me feel like we're not in the United States. But other than that, pretty much. I know I'm in New Brunswick. I know I'm in Canada, but that's about the only thing that really visually I see is the fuel prices. And as we came across the bridge, I did say to Karen, while she was doing an Instagram for me, that and I can't remember. I do remember our first time to PEI and the 2 times in New Brunswick for the Bay of Fundy, but nothing really ever was negative in there. But it's not that close to my memory to say 100% for sure. But obviously, last October and what we just did now, I mean, we've never run into anybody that wasn't more than friendly to us. And I jokingly said, which I don't want to jinx myself, but I've never even got like a warning ticket. So it is again, if you ever get the chance to get up this way, it is it's something that you should, if you got the time and a little bit of money, you should investigate and enjoy. So rewind to that deer. So and Karen says this all the time, it's just a weird feeling, especially coming from Maryland, where like our deer are everywhere. There is not a single deer on the island of PEI. So no moose, no deer, and especially early in the morning, you're flying along the road, you don't have to worry about something, maybe a raccoon or a skunk. I don't even know if they have possum. Definitely have raccoon and skunk, but that's about the only thing would dart out in front of you. No deer, and that little deer was on the shoulder here, enjoying some grass. So, all right, enough of my rambling. I think, at least for now. probably just end this and end it. I probably won't add on to it. Or should I add on to it? You know what? I'm going to add on to it. We will talk to you once we get through the border. U.S. Customs. Thinking who we are? Yes, we are back on U.S. soil. I still sound the same, though. Karen's shaking her head at me again. I don't have a cough button, love. Anyway, stopped on the Canada side there, aired the dogs, got them all situated, and came on across. Had to wait in line a little bit. They only had one gate open, but seemed to be all they were wanting to know is what were we bringing back that we didn't take with us, and except for a mum that Judy gave us, that's pretty much it, right, love?
Yep.
Or at least that's all we're going to admit to. No, sincerely. He did look in the back with a cap. He's like, "You take all that stuff with you?" I said, "Oh, yeah." He said, "You go camping?" I was like, "Nope, we were in a cottage." He's like, "Uh-huh." "All right." He said, "Well, welcome home." So we said, "Thank you." Oh, the trees are looking good here, love. It's almost like the further west that we've gone, the more colors we've seen, right? Yeah. So I will say this. I'm going to go back east a little bit. At St. John there, the other night, a week ago, Monday night, when it was raining hard and I couldn't see the roads, the lines, because they really didn't have any. They got them all lined up. So we're on Route 9. It's about 75 miles from whatever that little area is called, over to Bangor. So all to our left is some excellent sea ducking. Rod Merritt, eiderpro.com. Thinking of you, we are. Once I have service again. Don't have good cell service up here on the mountain, but once I get down on the other side, I'll give Rod a call, say hello. We did a quick check. It says we're, 12 and a half hours from home or so? 12 and a half hours from home, 4 hours and 12 minutes from Bob's. So Karen sounds like she's leaving it up to me, but if you're hungry, love, we'll stop. I don't need to stop, though. Well, I mean, we'll burn up an hour there easily. Well, here, wait a minute. Now, since you're talking so much. Speak.
What?
Speak. Into this.
And say what?
You said it's my favorite place,
Yeah, it's your favorite place in all the world.
Well, no, not really, love. I mean, there's some places in Australia that would top Bob's Clam Hut for sure. No? She says she hopes so. Next time I need to, and I have them in the back of the truck. I should plug an extra mic into this, love.
Well, that's a great idea.
She said that's a great idea. I think she's being sarcastic. She's been restless. She tried to close her eyes a couple times. We did
Still under the effects of the NyQuil.
she's still under the effects of NyQuil. Or maybe the Baden Hazel. No? Hey, I don't know. Love, I don't drink this stuff that much. You got the name down, not me. Basil Hayden, right? Come on. I said it right, I think. It is a little bit warm. I need to readjust my temperature. You good? You want me to turn you down?
No, I'm good.
All right. I put the seat AC on. Nice. Anyway, I was yakking about Route 9. Looks like they just got done paving it, so nice and smooth. I don't recall it being a bad road anyway, though. Do you? Maybe a little bit. This is for these little bridge things they do. You know, the traffic lights. There's one down here. I bet you that's not like alerts. So when they do these one lane areas, they come up with this. I guess, obviously at night nobody's here. Maybe on Sundays, but they have these traffic light systems that you stop and go each way to make it one lane possible without having head-ons. And I think that was the strip in the road was one of the sensors, shall we say. No, you're still going to pave on that side still. a breezy. We're headed southwest. I'll say it's a pretty good northwest breeze. Temperature has risen to 56 degrees. It was 50 at Shaw's this morning, so it really hasn't changed much. Update on Jeff with the G's, Jeff Wood, on his banded mallard. He texted me a picture of the report, and it was banded. I can't remember the month off the top of my head right now. Sorry, but 2018, and in New Brunswick. So I have not talked with him yet, but I would bet you he's going to say it's more or less like a local mallard. But nonetheless, it's still cool to get a band, and he did text that if he didn't have Sawyer, it must have sailed, and he would have not found it. So nice little shoot. Three Drake mallards and his dog, so I'm sure it was a good morning. I wasn't there, so I guess it is what it is. Now, love, if it was like this in PEI, I think we would have had to stay today. Yeah, it's just this is what we thought the weather would be basically all week long, right? Nice little chill in the air, maybe. Not that 56 is chilly, but kind of that northwest wind blowing. Looks like definitely cleaned out all the humidity. Look at all those pontoon boats. There must be a big lake near us, huh? A lot of boats, no? Well, Karen says it's a big pond. Yeah, I think it might be a lake, love. Huh? A body of water, she says. Yeah. Look at that. That is beautiful. From my far left to the south, all the way across to the north to my right, nothing but, what would you say? It's mostly yellow, orange? Yeah, nice fall foliage. What color? What would you say? Yellow, orange. There's not too many reds. There's a red there. Yeah, we did on Route 1 there in New Brunswick at the end. There were some really nice reds. Yeah. Drive. All right. I've said enough. If we don't continue this, I appreciate you listening and following along with us. Thank you very much. But I might keep this going if we stopped at Bob's. What? She's making noises over there and smiling, so I'm not really sure. I don't know if she wants to go to Bob's and she just doesn't want to say so, or you don't want to go to Bob's but you know I want to go. Oh, she says it's the second. Well, love, you want to stop at McDonald's? I mean, we can do that too. Destination Maryland is really more what's on my mind. 12 hours just doesn't seem that bad. Does it? Then I'll be feeling it. How many hours, if it's 10 o'clock, how many hours will that be? Shoot, that'll be 11 hours. So you mean like the last hour will be hard on me? The last 2 or 3, you say? Yeah, but we'll be in Wawa country, right? Yeah, being sincere. Oh, look, we don't get to see. Usually, it was dark. Well, definitely the other night with the rain, we didn't get to see us. But man, that's just look all the way around you. Yeah, really nice. Check out Route 9. We're headed westbound, but it's a nice. I mean, it's a road / highway to nowhere in between, except to get you to Bangor over to New Brunswick very, very easily. One of my trips coming home from New Brunswick in February was actually the second and last time that I did the February Eider. It snowed its rear end off on this road. I had the old blue Ford F-350. That was before you, right? Yeah, it was before. Yeah. Anyway, it snowed pretty good. By the time we got to Bangor, I say we, the dogs and I, there's probably a good foot of snow on the ground. So, all right, I might continue this, and I may not. If I don't, thank you for tuning in and listening. If I do continue this, I'll probably edit it out, so you won't know that I'm saying it. All right. What? All right. Again, I don't know. I have a feeling I'm going to do one more. She says I probably will. All right. Until next time. All right, Karen is at the wheel, and we made our way into the development. Stop real quick. Post office. Check the P.O. box. Got all kinds of goodies to bring home. And we are almost back. So, did a little over 13 hours yesterday. I was a little done. So I didn't get back on here. We made it to about an hour, 10 minutes above the GW Bridge. And this morning, well, it's actually afternoon now, but easy 5-hour drive. So, Karen, thank you for driving the last 2 hours. She just flipped me off. And it's all good. Coming home to a nor'easter. Supposed to get like almost up to 2 inches of rain tonight, so we appreciate you following along with us. Thank you very much. I hope the episodes will halfway entertaining, I hope, and we'll do my best to get others involved also. So, as always, thinking of you, we